Hello everyone and welcome to the New York Empoleon's Week 1 Team Builder Draft Analysis and Battle for the LET Ultra Ball season this season. I don't know what season number we're in now. I feel like the LET's been going on for literally forever. And yeah, this is my foray into Ultra Ball. Sorry, I don't know what notifications are happening or what the music sounds like right now. This is my foray into Ultra Ball. Last season in Master Ball, we went a really rock solid, just absolutely phenomenally, unprecedentedly tragic season of 0-8 in Master Ball. It was brutal. It sucked. That team deserved so much better than that, and we're going to try to right the ship here this season in the LET Ultra Ball. We did get demoted because we sucked, and there's no two ways about it. You can't go 0-8 and be like, yeah, I deserve to be in this division with this quality of opponent. I think I deserve to be in that division with that quality of opponent most of the time, but not that time for sure. So we're back in the LET. We're doing Ultra Ball this season. We're having a good time with it. And we're just going to do a very, very quick draft analysis because my draft is absolutely obscene. Just completely cracked. So, my draft is on the left. There's the New York Empoleon. Obviously, it is Spectrier, Zoroark, Sandy Shocks, Terapagos, Quaquaval, Mesprit, Klefki, Go-Goat, Minior, and Ariados with Quaquaval, Go-Goat, and Minior as free Terra options. This team's absurd. I thought my last LET team was good, and I went 0-8, so it clearly wasn't. But this team makes that team look like a child playing with crayons. And this team is like a professional artist put this together. How people let me... I had a fourth pick. I took Spectrier. I was like, yeah, I want to use Horse. Horse is good. And I would love to pair Horse with a really good normal type. But I'm pretty sure Terapagos is going to get taken before it comes back around to me in a 16-team draft. I was wrong. Terapagos came back to me in a 16-team draft. So we took Terapagos. And then... I was like, dang, it would be really cool to pair this with a good fighting type because Spectrier does really well when you pair with a good normal type and a good fighting type. And then free open Terra Quaquaval came back to me in round 3. What? So we've got Spectrier, Terapagos, and Quaquaval 3 rounds into the draft, and I said nothing else matters. I just am going to have fun from here on out. We took everything else that you see on the screen as support mons for that. So Klefki is there to add screen support. We've got Mesprit and Sandy Shocks there to add hazard support. We've got Minior as another possible just win on the spot Terra from a low tier option. Go-Go gives me a good grass type, a grass immunity, which is really nice, as well as just some interesting offensive defensive options. Ariados, you're here, buddy, and I appreciate you for that because, believe it or not, spoilers, it's coming week 1 in this battle. You're going to see an Ariados on the field, and it's not the set you're expecting, I'll tell you what. But Ariados is here, and the last time I drafted Ariados, and I don't remember why I drafted Ariados last time. The fact that this is the second time is kind of cracked. But Ariados, the last time I drafted it, I brought it to one match in which my opponent had a Mega Gardevoir, and it specifically 1v1 Mega Gardevoir. It was Payapa Berry. It lived a Psychic from Mega Gardevoir, fired off Poison Jab, and Poison Jab put it in range of Shadow Sneak. So, yeah, we needed to Poison Jab into Shadow Sneak just to kill, but we lived and we won the fight, and Ariados did that job with aplomb, and it picked up Sticky Webs and T-Spikes, and it's a hazard support mon to support the rest of the team. Out of F tier. It was cheap. But Bug is going to come this week. Bug is going to put in work. I'm hopeful. And the last mon on the team that I haven't really talked about is Zoroark. And Zoroark was something I've never drafted before and just was like... It seems fun to use Zoroark disguised as Terapagos or Spectrier or Quaquaval if there's no Stealth Rocks up, or Mesprit. It just seems like those are interesting mons and options to bring Zoroark as a mind game and make you kind of wonder Do I click the Ghost move into the Spectrier? Is this actually Spectrier? Because here's the thing, Zoroark clicks Nasty Plot just like Spectrier. Like, it's hard to tell which one's which right away. They take the same amount from Stealth Rock, they take the same amount from Spikes. They are both affected by T-Spikes, so it's impossible to tell based on hazards. And then Zoroark, Nasty Plots, Dark Pulses, which Spectrier can do. So I can really disguise as Spectrier. Dark Pulse is also something Terapagos can do, so it can be really awkward to disguise there. I can have it U-turn, which is a Quaquaval-like feature, or a Mesprit feature. So a couple of really interesting mind games there with Zoroark throughout the season. I'm hopeful to use it well. It also gave me a really nice speed tier, kind of not filling the gap between Spectrier and Sandy Shocks, but like it's in between at least, closer to the Sandy Shock side. But yeah, a lot of these mons I've actually never drafted before. So Zoroark, Sandy Shocks, Terapagos, Minior. I've never drafted any of those mons before, so I'm really excited to use all of those. But yeah, I think this team is just absurd, and I'm really excited to use it, and it's gonna be a good time. Anyway, for this week, my opponent's team is a rain team, and I'm just gonna put this all in one video because I don't want to edit 3 videos. My opponent's team is a rain team this week with Barraskewda, Cinccino, Zapdos, Archaludon, Overquill, Mamoswine, Sinistra, Politoed, Sylveon, and Fortress. Cinccino, Archaludon, and Overquill are the Terra mons. Again, it's free Terra, open Terra, but it is Terra preview, I think. Pretty sure. So I think we have to tell our opponent what our Terra types are before the game starts. This is a Wi-Fi battle, so we will have to literally in Discord just like message each other and be like, these my Terra types. This team's scary. I mean, it's a rain team. It's just a rain team. And you know what's good against rain? Quaquaval. Quaquaval's pretty good. It's good without rain. It's very good with rain. So that's going to be our main strat this week. We're going to jump over to... Oh, it's... Wow! You can't plan that. I mean, you could have planned that, I guess. I didn't plan that. That just happened. It started raining in the game as soon as we got here. But anyway, we're going to start with the Sandy Shocks because that's the order they're in, the box. I didn't set this up. I didn't plan this. It's a Scarfed Sandy Shocks. It's probably my lead. It's pretty good as a lead. Obviously, if there's a Mamoswine on the other side of the board, it's not as good. But otherwise, Volt Switch is completely free, and late game Thunderbolt's really good. Scarf allows it to lead against something like a Barraskewda and threaten it. It gets Volt Switch, gets it out against Sinistra and other things. So I just think this is a solid set. Flash Cannon gives it an answer to the Mamoswine if that does want to switch in, but Earth Power is otherwise quite spammable, and I don't really have to stress too much about it. It's not totally free. Obviously, they have like a Zapdos and stuff, but Zapdos really doesn't want to switch in on this if they haven't officially confirmed that it's Scarfed, and I get off something like a Volt Switch on the Zapdos anyway. Terapagos is next, and it's just a heavy-duty boots. Terra, Starstorm, Rapid Spin, Earth Power, Dark Pulse. I mean, that's just, it covers everything on the entire roster. That's it. It just covers everything. And Terra Starstorm just goes absolutely ham in this matchup. This is a late game option. I actually don't think this is a sweeper. I think this is just a breaker, or a cleaner, I guess. Because late game, I get off one attack, no matter what, basically. And Terra Starstorm just kind of, if it's that attack, is going to kill something pretty freely. Like Overquill, like, yeah, I could Rapid Spin and then Earth Power and do all the things, but I could just Terra Starstorm and kill it. And I don't really want to bring this thing in early if I don't have to. So we're just gonna Terra Starstorm late. This is my win con. This is it. Terra, Water, Quaquaval with Moxie and Protective Pads, so it doesn't get hit by like Fortresses, Rocky Helmet, or anything like that. Terra Water, Rain boosted, Aqua Step, Moxie boost. Their resists are Archaludon, which dies to close combat. Politoed, which dies to close combat at +1 after an Aqua Step in the rain. Sinistra, which dies to Ice Spinner. Or rain boosted +1 Wave Crash, Terra Water. This thing's absolutely absurd. And it's not a one-time setup and done. If I get in, Aqua Step, kill something, and it gets forced out, I can bring it back in later. If it gets any safe switches, it's just absolutely over. This thing is absolutely crazy. I don't know how I got this round 3. Next up is the Mesprit. Mesprit is Mystical Power, Stealth Rock, Ice Beam, and U-Turn. This is a little bit more just supporty. It's holding a Citrus Berry. Oh, there is Item Clause. So I can't repeat items on anything. That's the other thing. So we're just going to double check and make sure I'm not doing that. But so far we've seen Choice Scarf, Heavy Duty Boots, Protective Pads, and Citrus Berry. So we don't have to worry about that too much. But Mystical Power is pretty spammable. But I feel like Overquill always comes in on this. And so I set up Stealth Rock the first time Overquill comes in. And then U-Turn the second time. And from there, U-Turn, Overquill comes in. Intimidates me if it's Intimidate, not Swift Swim. I U-turn, do like 2%. That's fine. And then I go into Quaquaval. And Quaquaval is not intimidated, and you're now forced out. And if you want to stay in and just take an Aqua Step, Terra Water, because Overquill is their Terra Captain, sure. Sure. Fire off your Bar Barrage. See if I care. I do care. I care a little bit. I really care. I don't want to take that. Spectre is coming this week. It's Culberberry, which helps against the Overquill. Shadow Ball, Mudshot, Nasty Ball, Will-O-Wisp. You can fire off Willows early. Again, the things that switch in on this are like few and far between. There's an Overquill. Cinchino kind of resists the Shadow Ball part of this, but neither of those take a Willow, happily. They don't have a fire type, so Willow is just completely free. And it was tempting to go Hex, but I don't want to miss Willows. I don't want to be tied into Willows. I just want to fire off Shadow Balls, which are a little bit more powerful, and not worry about the Willows, because that's also like Hex is just a little bit sketchier. So Nasty Plot's also free if they do want to try to go into like Politoed to try to tank hits from this, because it is pretty tanky. I just Nasty Plot on the switch into Politoed and then just Shadow Ball. Surf is coming nowhere near killing me at any point. They could Perish Song if they want to, but they're just letting me then kill something, either the Politoed itself or something else, because they can protect if they want to, and then I'll just continue to fire off Shadow Balls or Mudshots to just eventually wear down the Politoed and then switch out. So I'm not too worried about something like a Perish Song set. And then the Ariados, like I promised the Ariados was coming. It's here. It's live this week. We're running the Black Sludge with Insomnia. In case of, you know, Yawn. Or Hypnosis from Politoed. I don't know. Anyway, Infestation, Knockoff, Toxic Protect. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Infestation, Toxic Protect, Ariados. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Best mod on the team. We're about to see this thing go absolutely bananas. Now, I want to address the elephant in the room that you didn't know about here on YouTube. You on Twitch already knew about it because I told you already. Spoilers. Can I spoil my own Twitch chat from something I said on Twitch? Because I said it before I started the YouTube recording. Anyway, you may have noticed me gesticulating with this hand only, because this hand is pretty broken. I was playing Ultimate Frisbee. I dove, and I hit the ground. My finger jammed, obviously on the other hand, but my third finger, my fourth finger, third finger, ring finger, jammed straight into the ground. Shockwave went back, broke, little spiral fracture, perfect, clean on the metacarpal, fourth metacarpal. Not very displaced, don't need surgery, just need time. So this is going to be in this brace for another like 3 weeks. So for the first like 3 weeks of the season, this is going to be in a brace, which means I'm going to be controlling everything, doing all my calcs, typing on my computer for all my notes, and controlling my controller with one hand. I can't type with this. I do have like, you know, the little pincer grip, but I can't really manipulate my wrist or anything. So it's not painful. Everyone, it's okay. It doesn't really hurt day to day. It's just contained and broken. So we're just gonna deal with that for a few weeks, and you're not probably gonna see it because I'm gonna rest it, not like hold it up like this during the whole stream, but just so you know, that's happening. So if I'm making a lot more typos or playing a little bit more slowly, or whatever, that's why. It's because I can only do everything with one hand. I'm basically like I'm playing chess, right? In chess, you have to move the piece and hit the timer with the same hand. You can't use one hand to do one thing and the other to do the other. So that's sort of what I'm doing here, is doing everything, moving the mouse, controlling the stream, the recording, the calcs, the typing of the notes, the controller, all with my right hand. And it is important to note, I am left-hand dominant, which makes this even more challenging. Everything's challenging in life, I will be honest. I will just like flat out say it. if you have the choice between your dominant and your non-dominant hand, which one to break, aside from the neither choice you should probably make, choose your non-dominant hand. Your dominant hand's pretty useful. I have noticed that things like, oh, I don't know, using a fork, brushing my teeth, opening mail, opening a water bottle, very difficult with a hand that is kind of useless on the whole. So we're gonna rock out with it because we don't have a choice. I did this, so you don't have to. We don't have a choice here. My hand's broken. It's too late to not do that. So we're just gonna make the best of it. The brace comes off again in a couple of weeks, so you'll see this again. You probably won't see it, but it'll be true for a few weeks into the season, and then later in the season, the brace will come off, and it should be back to normal, normal typing, normal everything. But yeah, that's that's that. As far as the YouTube video goes, we'll see how long this takes to get connected with my opponent. Otherwise, I'll cut, and you'll see me back in a second. But yeah, we'll just try to get connected with my opponent as rapidly as possible and go from there. Nailed it. It's a good start. And yes, I am literally just controlling this fully one-handed. So this is what it looks like. Let's see how effectively we can do this now backwards and one-handed. This is interesting. Oh no, it's not CVC, it's CV2C. No, the other way. This is a mental workout, y'all. I don't know if I'd recommend this one. I will not be doing this for the entire battle, although this would be kind of baller if I could do this for an entire battle. Alright, looking at it, 6 different items. That is the correct sets. I looked at all the moves and everything like that. So yeah, we're going to enter this team into the competition. Alright, I will not be doing that for the entire battle. I have my controller placed on my desk, and I will just be manipulating it down there next to my keyboard. They have accepted my challenge. Where did my calcs go? Where'd my calcs go? I don't know where they went, so we're just going to open damage calculator. Alright, we'll do that in a second. Let me open the week 1 battle tab. Okay, let's pull up their team here. So it's Politoed, Zapdos, Archaludon, Barraskewda, Cinccino, Mamoswine. And it's not super surprising not to see things like Forretress and Sylveon and Sinistra, even though I think Sinistra had a pretty good matchup here. Little surprised not to see the Overquill. The Mamoswine's a little annoying, just again, because it means that my lead of just spamming Electric move, not as effective, unfortunately. Without the Overquill, though, I think I can just get Rocks up right away and lead with a Mesprit. Because Mystical Power is now pretty free to start setting up with that. But I'm actually going to wait for like 2 seconds to pull up my calcs. This is free time that I will not get back if I don't do it now. Where did the tabs go? So it pulled me into the battle, which is fine. Okay, I don't know what's happening. That was weird. What the heck? Whoa. What is happening? Alright, Pokemon Showdown. I don't know where that tab went, so we're just gonna open it again. Team Builder. Export this team into Damage Calculator. Import. Imported sets. That's so loud. So Mesprit into a Barraskewda. Mystical Power does 50%. Obviously, I think they're just going to flip turn here. I think that's why they led this. I'm just going to set up Stealth Rock here. I could just set up, or U-turn. They could crunch. I don't really see that being so let's just get a scout on damage here. That looks banded. Also, can we talk about that's banded? That's so silly. That's all it does. What a cute little Pokemon that was. That looks banded though. Our Paladin does come in here. There's no rain yet. And rocks are now up forever, which is cool. I could go Sandy Shocks. I could just U-turn into Sandy. I'm going to U-turn here, obviously. That's the play. I could Ice Beam, actually. Does that do anything? Not really. I'm just going to U-turn here. There's a Draco, so they're just firing off attacks here. All right. That's not going to really do anything, and they're just going to be at -2 now, which I'm cool with. I have no idea. Alright, so Barraskewda is banned. And flip turn. Our Paladin is Stamina. I don't know the item. And Draco. Meteor. Okay. I didn't look at how much damage it did because I was trying to finagle the calcs. But it's at -2 right now, which actually could just be a free switch into Spectrier. And a free Nasty Plot. I'm really not stressed about this thing. It at +1 special attack is, or +1 defense means I don't really want to go into Quaquaval. I could go Terapagos, but again, I don't really want that taking a hit here. So yeah, we'll just go Spectrier here. I'm fine with that. And we're just going to click Nasty Plot. I'm curious what their switch-in is here. Is it Cinccino? Is that what they're counting on? Is it like Tidy Up Cinccino? Some sort of Terra? Oh, we didn't tell each other our Terra types. Were we supposed to? I don't know. I don't really care. I'm not... I will ask if we're supposed to do that. I could just straight Mud Shot here instead of Nasty Plotting. Just to slow down. It's not preview. Okay. Is the music super loud? Alright, let me lower that for y'all. Alright. I could just Mud Shot and not Nasty Plot. I think I'm just gonna Willow, honestly. I think Cinccino Politoed comes in. Wow, I could have just Nasty Plotted for that. So let's see the rain here. It's not Boots. Yeah, it's Drizzle. Willow lands. Okay. So we don't get a lot of information about the set here. I could just stay in and click Nasty Plot. I don't know if I want to, though. Not when I have Ariados that can come in here. Do I have Ariados that can come in here? Do I want to bring in Ariados? I feel like it's better than... I think Ariados is good here. Perish Song, Politoed. Alright. So I'm going to click Knockoff here. Because it's free. Are they going to Whirlpool me? Do I Infestation for them Whirlpooling? And then we both just mutual destruction here? I feel like I Knockoff. I feel like they're going to switch. They don't risk this thing. And Knockoff reveals the least about the set. Cinccino comes in. protective paths. Okay. So this could Terra. It could. It's most certainly could Terra. Do I care about Ariados? I mean, I think I do, but I really don't want to let them tidy up for free. But they're gonna do it. I mean, there's nothing I can do to stop it, right? Yeah, there's nothing I can do to stop that. So I think I could just Toxic here. And then switch? Or do I switch on the tidy up? I'm gonna go Terrapagos here. The tidy up's coming out, but it's not hurting me. And every hit of Tail Slap is debuffed. So they get rid of the Stealth Rock, which is a little annoying. But they don't have a Ghost type. They could Terra Ghost here. And because they could Terra Ghost, and, well, Dark Pulse doesn't kill, but Earth Power should kill either way. But Tail Slap shouldn't OHKO me anyway, so it's just going to be like a who knows what. I think they're going to Terra, which makes me want to Earth Power here. Because Earth Power should kill... it's a roll. I feel like they're going to Terra, right? And it's going to be Terra Ghost. I'm going to Dark Pulse. They didn't Terra. Wow. They just let me have it, and I didn't take it. I'm actually really surprised they didn't Terra, but the Dark Pulse is fine. They just knock off. Alright, so it doesn't quite pick up the kill here. I think they might... I don't think they're going to Terra now. But I don't think I can play as if they aren't. So I'm just going to Dark Pulse again. Take the Tail Slap here. Never mind, I'm gonna miss, or I'm gonna dodge the Tail Slap like an absolute legend, and never get punished for my plays. So Terrapagos, oh boy, kills Cinccino with Dark Pulse. Okay, they did break Terra Shell, which is, you know, not ideal. Let's check. Doesn't really matter. Rain 2 out of 8. Alright, so we know that it's also rain boosting Damp Rock, Politoed. I just tried to click on the screen with my mouse. So they're either just going to go for rain boosted Liquidation or Wave Crash or something, or they're going to go close combat. I don't see a flip turn coming because it doesn't kill. Either way, I feel like Mesprit is my answer to this right now. So we're going to go out into Mesprit. And then we're just going to click U-turn on the following turn as the Archaludon probably comes back in. There's the flip turn, which doesn't kill. I'm actually surprised, again, to see that, because I could have just stayed in and clicked, like, Rapid Spin or something. But that's okay. So Archaludon's probably coming in here. And then I have to, unfortunately, go into Sandy Shocks. Because I can't let it get... Well, does it stop? I don't actually think it stops the thing from happening. Namo comes in here. Oh. Okay, they're gonna just probably Ice Shard. Ice Shard is a roll. And given that, I think I'm just gonna Mystical Power for damage. Trailblaze. Oh, I could have set up rocks. Oh well. Trailblaze. Okay. fast Mammo now. Am I scared of fast Mammo? It's going to Trailblaze a second time. Is that problematic? As long as it doesn't get any sort of attack boost, then Quaquaval should live. Whatever it goes for. And click Aqua Step and be fine. So we're just going to Mystical Power again. Going to go for a second Trailblaze. That's fine. So at this point, Mamoswine's up +2. I don't know what it does to Quaquaval to Oko it. It's a little spooky because I don't really want to take this kind of damage. But I don't really know what you're going to go for here to Oko me. Like, EQ does a lot. Don't get me wrong. EQ hurts. But we didn't see Life Orb. It's not banded, so we're just going to live that. We're going to Aqua Step. We're going to take out the Mamoswine. Quaquaval kills Mamoswine with Aqua Step. Zapdos comes in. Are you Scarfed Zapdos? I'm gonna switch, obviously. But I'm curious if you're Scarfed Zapdos here. Mamoswine's dead, so we're gonna go out into Sandy Shocks here. You can't Volt Switch. You can't. I mean, Hurricane's not going to do anything, so Discharge is going to do nothing. Literally nothing. Oh my, there's not a J in Discharge. Thank you, Fat Fingers. Alright, so I could just Volt Switch. I think that's my best play here. It's just Volt Switch. They stayed in. I crit them, which is nice. They stayed in because they want to do U-turn, probably. From here, I think Terapagos is the switch-in. I worry a little bit that Terapagos lets in the... Well, it doesn't let in the Archaludon as much as the other thing does. So yeah, we're going to go into Terapagos. There's the U-turn. Okay. They're not choiced. And now they're also in range of another Aqua Step. From Terra Water. Not quite. If they're fully physically friendly. Barrascuda comes in. Okay. I don't want to let this thing die. At all. And close combat's a little too free. And they're a little too pressed up against a wall to not click it. I think. I mean, Liquidation should just go pretty crazy here. I think Ariados is the switch in, though. It's not as important as anything else on my team. Wow, they are just insistent on clicking flip turn. That's pretty wild. That gets them into our Chaladon for free, which I don't love. With Electro Shot, it's a little spooky. I can knock off, though. Don't know what their item is. If it's Power Herb, that's not good. I didn't think they would flip turn because it doesn't kill. Like, I could just stay in. Alright, they do go into our Chaladon here. I think I'm just going to knock, though, on the, like, AV possibility here. I need to get rid of that item. A Draco. Let's see how much this does. Doesn't kill. This mon's bad. Okay. That's the item. I know your stamina. Assault Vest. Okay. Great. So... I mean, I'm letting this thing go down. So I'm just going to click Infestation because it gives me damage. I could have maybe protected and done some stuff, but that's not what we're here for. Our Chaludon kills Ariados with Draco Meteor and is at -4. Huh? -4, our Chaladon is the freest entry for a Spectrier I've ever seen. Now, rain-boosted Liquidation from Barraskewda will take out a Spectrier, and I don't actually think I have an answer to that anymore. Which means that the rest of this game is a little bit going to be managing rain turns and my mons to not just lose to rain-boosted liquidations. So we're going to think for a second on how best to manipulate rain turns such that we kill Politoed at the right time. Because I can switch here into Terapagos. And then they go into Politoed right now. And then I Rapid Spin. 3 times. I just keep Rapid Spinning. And if they want to kill me, they can kill me, but it's just going to kill rain turns. And if they want to Perish Song, they can Perish Song. But we're just going to kill off many rain turns as we possibly can here. And just keep Rapid Spinning. And if they catch on to that, that's fine. Because ultimately our goal is to make sure that we don't just lose to Liquidation. And we might anyway, because they have enough switch-ins now to like keep it around for a long time. But we're going to Rapid Spin. We'll take any hit here. This is going to hurt, but we're going to take it. If they switch now, then I might just lose anyway. I can't really afford to Terra Star. I just have to Rapid Spin here. If they switch now, they switch now. We're going to Rapid Spin again. They're going to Surf again here, maybe? Haze. Interesting. Okay. That's actually fine, because we're just going to keep stalling turns of rain. So now they've got... how many rain turns? 5. That's still too many. So we're going to Rapid Spin. There's a Surf. We live. This brings them to 4. This brings them to 4 turns of rain. That is, it should be 3 after this turn. So we're gonna Terra Starstorm here. Zapdos comes in. Okay, take out Zapdos. Terapagos kills Zapdos with Terra Starstorm. Terrascuda comes in. Yeah, Liquidation does too much to me in Rain. Just does way too much in Rain. Wish I had Protect. I had Protect in this set originally, and I got rid of it. And this should be 3 turns of Rain left. Just gonna Terra Starstorm. I think they figured out a path to it here, especially with them being able to reset Rain later. And I have no way to boost speed. Except for Quackable, but it doesn't outspeed naturally. So now they have 2 turns of Rain. Sack Quackable. Sack. Yeah, they have this. They have this. It's so sad, but they do have it. I don't have Aqua Jet or anything like that, so we're just gonna click Close Combat in case they somehow misclick when they're banded. So Barraskewda kills Terapagos with Liquidation. Oh, they're not even choice banded. I thought they were choice banded. Psychic Fangs. I wonder what they are. Maybe Mystic Water or something? Barraskewda kills Quackval with Psychic Fangs. Actually, given that they're not choiced, Spectrier lives a hit, right? No, not in Rain. Not if they're Mystic Water or Adamant. Yeah, not if they're Mystic Water. Gotta try, though. Gotta try. We're gonna Shadow Ball. If they're Mystic Water, they kill me. Crunch does not, though. If they do Crunch here, they just flip turn, so they don't think they can kill me. Alright. Interesting. Our Chaladon's coming in here. Ah, but they're Swift Swim, though. Their Politoed survived, which is annoying. I'd have to kill our Chaladon on this attack, which I don't think I do. Yeah, even a crit wouldn't have killed there. And the Rain goes away. So I gave them the extra 1 turn that the Rain goes away, which is... oh, super unfortunate. Yeah, we'll just Shadow Ball here. I mean, this is going to be a 1-0 victory. It's super close, but yeah, it's a 1-0. It's a 1-0. They played it super well at the end there. Spectrier kills Archaludon with Shadow Ball. Without the rocks, the Drizzle comes back. I should have set rocks. Should have set rocks. We'll just Shadow Ball here. No sense in doing anything. Just weird. Just kill the thing in front of you. The Rain's up. Sandy Shocks will not live a Rain-boosted Liquidation. There's no conceivable way that happens. Spectrier kills Politoed with Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball. I wish that I had Run Protect on the mons I had planned to Run Protect on and chose not to, because that would have been a good enough. Barrascuda kills Spectrier with Liquidation. And yeah, I felt good about this matchup, honestly, but I just did not play around the rain well enough. I should have killed the Politoed when I had the chance to do so. Then I could have potentially stalled out the rain there. But they did a good job preserving it. And there's the Liquidation. Not Focus Sash. Not Focus Sash. And that'll do it. Good game to my opponent, obviously. This is week 1 of the league. There's plenty of time left to bounce back. I think this team is really, really good. And I think it was just a couple of small misplays, and that's okay. Honestly, a couple small misplays is a rectifiable problem, and I'm okay with that. So, it's a 1-0 loss. It's not like the season is over. But even 0 speed, decreasing nature with rain and sand and stuff probably still outspeeds both of my mons. I think the misplay was not killing the Politoed. But it's ironic because if I kill the Politoed too quickly... But I thought it was banded, right? I was playing around band, and it wasn't. And I'm surprised how much damage it did to the Mesprit. I'm a little confused. Maybe I missed a crit. Maybe that was a crit on turn 1, and I didn't see it because I wasn't paying enough attention. And if that's the case, then that's on me. Then I would have known that it wasn't banded, and then I wouldn't have played around it like it was banded. Because if I don't think it's banded, then Spectrier lives the hits, and I could have just gone to Spectrier earlier, forced it out with the flip turn, and killed. If I had killed the Politoed, then I think I win there. With the Scarf Sandy Shocks and the Spectrier killing the Archaladon, like being able to kill the Archaladon. So tough game. We won the more important one tonight. Obviously, I did my PGP match, which is a team league, and we were down 3-2 in the series at the time. When this battle goes up, that week will be long over. But it made it 3-3 and forced a game 7. So. You know, that game mattered a little bit more than week 1 in this league. I'm so excited for this team, though. I'm really, really excited to use this team. Unlike last time when I was doing the Master Ball League, I don't have a crazy busy schedule. I do have a broken hand. That makes prepping a little bit more difficult, but I don't have a crazy busy schedule, so hopefully prep can be good these weeks. I can feel good going into the battles, just feel calm, feel relaxed, feel like I'm engaged with the content that I'm making. Very excited for that. Just a heads up, though, don't expect a ton of editing on these videos for the first few weeks. Guys, I'm not going to do, like, crazy, like, edits with all of the, like, normal, you know, EV spreads and stuff. It's just going to be pretty raw videos, just because I think I don't want to. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. That's going to do it for me tonight. We are going to be back again with LET Week 2 as this team, which, again, even with the number of misplays that I made, put up a really solid result there. And, like, that's fixable. It's the first time I'm back in a while. I haven't played competitive draft in a couple weeks, maybe a month or so, and I'm just a little bit, you know, ramping back up, getting back into practice for it. So that'll do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all back here next week for the LET. Come watch these live on Twitch, where I will be streaming all of my LET battles this season. Take care, everybody.